Welcome, one and all, to podcast episode 18 of Business in the VOM Today. I'm Michael Murphy, the current president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce. This is my co-host, Chamber Vice President, Jennifer O'Neill. Jennifer, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Michael?
How about the Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit membership organization established in 1917 as the Businessmen's Association of Mamaroneck. We are a thriving group of merchants, restaurateurs, business professionals, and rock shops. Nice. Okay. Including home-based businesses and local nonprofits dedicated to helping and supporting one another for the good of the community.
A special shout out to our 14 other Chamber board members, all volunteers who work diligently at making the Chamber an organization which promotes and supports all businesses in the village of Mamaroneck. The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at our slogan. What is that, Michael?
Keep it local.
That is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring, doing business locally, and advocating for business in the VOM.
Big Chamber welcome to new Chamber members. And this month we have Smart Linguistics New York, Westchester Parks Foundation, and Achievement Learning Center. If you're a new member and we didn't mention your name here, please let us know. We value your membership in our Chamber group. And members, when you meet these people, if you have the opportunity, welcome these businesses into the Mamaroneck Chamber. Just a quick reminder, we have a lot of events coming up. We want you to jot this one down if you have a pen in hand. The Chamber Holiday Party on March.
You've
Chamber
got
Party.
St. Patrick's
Okay.
Day on your mind, hon.
We do this again. Thursday, December 11th at Nona Corolla. You can register online. Anyways, we're going to get down to this. This is our first segment here is Special Village Event Spotlight. And please welcome Jason Pinto, the Superintendent of Recreation in the Village of Mamaroneck, along with Vanessa Ritter with the School of Rock. Hello, Jason and Vanessa. We are delighted to have you back, both of you. This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Kiwanis Classic Car Show. What do you think makes this event, Jason, so special, a lasting and beloved tradition in the Village of Mamaroneck?
Hey, Michael. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks for having me. Yep. So the car show, as you said, has been around for 50 years, which is remarkable. Just anything to last 50 years. It's a generational thing. People grown up going to it. Their kids grow up going to it. So it's really amazing. There's, I'd say, at least over 100 different types of classic cars, something for everybody, great food. There's some music. So it's a great experience for everyone to go down. It's a lasting tradition, thanks to the Kiwanis Club, because they keep it alive, they keep it going, they keep their membership engaged, and they keep the residents engaged. So it's always a fantastic event.
Well, this year there's going to be extra special food because for the first time we're going to be featuring the Taste of Mamaroneck, showcasing local chamber members that are food businesses. How did that idea come together, Vanessa, and what can visitors expect from this new edition?
Hey, Jennifer and Michael. So happy to be here. I think it's because we've noticed really what makes us so special in the Westchester region. You know, going down the avenue, it's like being in Epcot Center, you know, where you are able to taste almost every kind of nationality of food. And it's so special and delicious. So why not bring it all into one place where you can be with your family and have such a great event where you can see classic cars and also get little tastes of what the avenue has to offer.
You know, it's great. This is like one of those events, another one of those events where the Chamber is working together with the Village of Mamaroneck, which I think is super special. I know that, Vanessa, you and the School of Rock have been involved in a number of these things.
Yes. Well, we love anything related to classics. So classic cars is cool because with that comes classic rock music, which is what we specialize in. And so we're really excited to be a part of it and to help out in any way we can in providing some entertainment.
And they'll be there, right?
We're hoping to. So we're working on it. But I am aiming to, we'll do something. Because we have our season shows that day. So it's a little bit of a juggle, but we'll make it work.
Busy season.
It's busy season.
I was just going to touch on the partnership real quick. I have the pleasure of working with numerous chamber businesses. Vanessa's partnered numerous events, spectacular. And it's a pleasure. Our local business base is always eager to help, always eager to bring something to the table for the events. And it's really something to see. You know,
so how do we get the Chamber involved? If someone wants to be down at the Taste of Mamaroneck, what do they got to do, Jason?
So if anyone wants to go to Taste of Mamaroneck, on the Chamber website, I looked at it this morning, there's a section where you can go and you can call a number, you can send an email to Michael, you can send an email to Andy Pinto, who is also on the Chamber board, and they're registering folks for the Chamber. You can, if you can't get a hold of those people, you can reach out to the Recreation Department at Harbor Island Park. I can get you in touch. But yeah, we want the local businesses to come out for this taste event. I think it's a win-win for the car show, for the chamber, for the village, and for the businesses.
Yeah, we're about 3 weeks away.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be great. Well, we got another question for you, Jason.
After checking out all the classic cars and food vendors at the Taste of Mamaroneck, what is your perfect combo? Your dream car and your go-to local bite?
All right. So a personal question. That's new. If I had a dream car, it would probably be like a '67 Mustang Fastback. It's probably what I would choose if I ever hit the lottery. In terms of food, I sample probably 99% of the restaurants on this avenue because I work so close by. But I love Mr. Chen's, I love Sal's, I love Emilio's Pizza, I love Garden Catering, I love Green Life. You name it, I've probably been to it, you know.
It's hard to pick one.
Yeah,
we have the best smelling avenue like anywhere. When they're all cooking, it smells
Right.
so good
And it's
on
just,
Mamaroneck Avenue.
if you want to sit down and enjoy, it's perfect for that. If you want to grab something quick and just take it on the go to the harbor, it's perfect for that. There's something for everybody, including ice cream, desserts, bakeries. I mean, it's really great avenue.
Wow, Vanessa, what are you driving away with?
A car?
Yes.
What would be your favorite classic?
You know what? I always was a big fan of the old school Mercedes-Benz, the ones that had like the hard tops that were from like this pre-70s era. I'm not really good with cars, so I don't know exactly the model, but I loved those. And I also love the James Bond type cars, which I think were BMWs. But the classic 60s type cars are my favorite. But I really love how they actually refurbish those cars so that they're all modern on the inside. So that would be ideal for me. Modern on the inside, classic on the outside.
No 8-track tape player in your car.
No this, like with the roll window. I like electric.
It's going to be a great event. So we hope to see everybody there listening. There's still an opportunity to get involved if you want to get involved there. Now, what other upcoming events is the village planning that the chamber also can get involved
Sure.
with, Jason?
So, as you know, we go right into the fall and into the winter with our busy event schedule. So an event that we work on directly with the chamber is our Spooktacular, our Halloween parade. So all chamber businesses were welcome to come down to the harbor. We do a little Halloween parade that leads into the harbor. I know School of Rock has done karaoke. We've had a ton of different chamber businesses, different food vendors, food trucks, ton of candy for the kids. We do a haunted house and face painting and
You said little, Jason. I beg to differ with
Yeah.
you. It was not little last year.
well,
A lot of people showed up at this thing.
it's another large event, and it's really great for families and the kids in the community to be able to just be a part of a parade. It makes it special to be able to walk down Mamaroneck Avenue with the roads closed and it's really exciting for the kids. So, and then everything we do in the harbor, it's all free and courtesy of the Village of Mamaroneck and the Chamber of Commerce, who we partner together to do these free events for our residents.
And it's also the weather is usually always just spectacular for the Spooktacular. So it's just ideal weather, which is wonderful. Good time to get out.
Something else to look forward to. Well, thank you, Jason.
Wait,
and thank you,
two more,
Vanessa.
Michael. Real quick. We got Turkey Trot on November 23rd, which is our huge, really big road race. Last year we had 1,400 people, and we get some local gyms and stuff like that to come with us, so anyone. And then we do a holiday event on December 6th and 7th. It will be our tree lighting and holiday celebration. So just keep an eye out for all these things. But definitely Spooktacular's info is coming out very soon. So
Great, a lot of opportunity for the chamber to collaborate with the Village of Mamaroneck. So, 50th Annual Classic Car Show, The Harbor, School of Rock. What could be better? Taste of Mamaroneck. This is going to be fantastic. So I'll see you on September 7th. Hold it up there.
Sunday.
The camera's right there. Sunday, September 7th, right? Noon to 5. Nice.
The rain date is September 14th.
No
Yep.
rain day.
no, we hope for no rain, but it's going to be great. Everyone come out. You can eat some great food, see awesome classic cars. It's really a great event for families, and it's very cost friendly. It's not an expensive thing to go to with your clan.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome back to episode 18 of Business in the VOM Today, where we spotlight local change makers in our chamber member community. Today, we're delighted to have Richard Nightingale and Theresa Colyar from the Washington Housing Alliance, a nonprofit improving housing and quality of life in Mamaroneck. So let's dive in here.
Okay, Theresa, could you please give us a snapshot of what the Washington Housing Alliance does and why it should matter to Mamaroneck?
Well, it's the Washingtonville Housing Alliance, and we've been there since 1980. So we are a local grassroots organization whose mission is all about housing and affordable housing. And I think we've been true to our mission right from the start, and everyone should care about housing. Like, it's the most basic need and privilege and right of people. And in your community, housing should always be on a topic for conversation.
Amen. Okay. Washington Housing Alliance, sorry. A, right? So has developed and rehabbed over 100 apartments and helped first-time home buyers. What's the one impact that you're most proud of?
There's lots of impacts that I think we can be proud of. But I think for me, the most important thing is that we're still here. Like, we've got 40-plus year history of being consistent and being dedicated to the mission of affordable housing, and I think that's probably the most thing you can be proud of.
Not easy.
Yeah, not easy.
Okay. Richard, what did the partnership with West Hab bring to WHA, and why did it make sense to you?
Yeah, thanks for the question. Thanks for having us. We have now been partnered for over 10 years, and really the impetus for that is that it is super hard to be a grassroots housing organization these days. Washingtonville has a fairly small portfolio, a small, very committed staff, and to partner with West Hab brings a lot more capacity to the table. So West Hab and Washingtonville are completely mission aligned. West Hab just does this on a larger scale throughout New York, throughout Westchester and the 5 boroughs as well. So you have, Washingtonville still being a hyper-local organization, super committed to its tenants, super committed to local residents, now backstopped by some real capacity. And that's come up, in support of us over and over again. When there's a flood event in the community, when there's, something to deal with, we can deploy 20, 30 staff members, when in the past Washingtonville is this, tiny local team. So we bringing that to the table has really bolstered what Washingtonville can do for the community.
How long have you been partners, and how long have you been at WHA?
Sure. So I'm the CEO of West Hab, the kind of parent organization. We have very, again, similar histories, just on slightly different scales, but West Hab has also been around, as a Westchester housing organization for over 40 years. Our partnership now goes back about 12 years. And, it's been growing throughout that time, but, having Washingtonville as part of our, kind of family of programs at West Hab, it's been something we've been really proud of.
So Jennifer, something you don't know is that Richard and I both won awards. I think it was 2 years ago for the Westchester Magazine Builder Awards, and I can't remember what you won yours for. Obviously, you do. I know I won mine for. They gave me the golden shovel. It was the first golden shovel.
I loved it. I remember.
It's kind of cool, and I remember saying that the real heroes are guys like you, because you're looking to expand the housing stock in the county, whereas we're just building big houses.
I think the real heroes are people like Theresa, who field 101 inquiries a day of people looking for housing, of people whose rent's too high, and really we're doing everything we can to triage those needs and get people from A to B in their lives.
Well,
Thank you, though.
Theresa, what is the biggest housing challenge you've seen right now in Mamaroneck? Because you've been here for 40. Have you been with 40 years? Been with the organization?
I have not been here
I
for
think
40
so, 'cause
years.
you-
The organization has been here
Right,
for 40
so-
years. I have not worked any place for 40 years.
I was gonna say because
Although I'm rapidly approaching that
Right, so- but,
ability,
you know,
but no,
right.
I've been here for 10 years.
beautiful.
a little
Okay,
over
but
10
how
years.
is WHA helping those to meet these needs?
So I think for us, the focus is our community service advocate, who's Bertha Gallo, that you guys might know, and she does the really face-to-face work with the community members, and she does referrals for DSS and different certification processes she helps with. We have an after-school program that we're really, really, really in love and proud of. We service over 30 elementary and middle school children during the school year with homework assistance, and then we use the Mamaroneck High School teenagers to sort of help with the tutoring. We work with Harana's program, and we have an intern from that organization. So I think we're really just proud of the work that we do locally. We're
Such critical needs.
and so hyper locally focused.
Absolutely.
We have an eviction prevention program where our funds literally only helps is targeted for the local residents. We're really proud of that. We do a lot of tenant landlord mediation without getting into legal issues, because we're not a legal organization, but just being able to call a landlord on behalf of a tenant and just sort of negotiating some peacemaking, and it's really very fulfilling. We're working on getting a community computer. Right now we use our own, but we really want a space for that. So that's something we're really looking forward to. And there's just plenty of opportunities for local people to come in and volunteer with us for the holidays, for back to school drives, and we have a food referral program that services like 20 of our local families. And again, we partner with all of the other local organizations, all of the houses of worship, and all of the other CRC and the STEM Alliance. Like, we're really sort of deeply rooted in relationships throughout the community. So I think we're really proud of that as well.
We kicked off a campaign in the chamber just recently called Welcome to Mamaroneck.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea being that we look at how it looks, because we also live in a beautiful place too, you know. So
Absolutely.
we're looking at like how signs might need to be replaced, or like public spaces need to be cleaned up. So we'll keep you posted on what we're doing there, because it sounds like we can collaborate together
Absolutely.
on things, you know. So
we literally just had a really great community cleanup in the Washingtonville area in June. We had like almost 45 people come through and really clean up that neighborhood. And it was hot, and it was
Yep.
like a great time. So
You were
yeah, we
undeterred.
love to do things like that as well, for sure.
Community building.
Community building.
So
Sure.
how can residents and local businesses, well, heck with the residents, we don't really care about the residents.
We
We're
do. Yes,
a
we
business
do.
organization. So actually, I'll ask you the question again. So how can local businesses help support the work that you're doing? And then that's the question I'll give you, and then I have one last one for you.
Okay. I would say go to our website and donate, because we're never too proud to ask for money, and money makes things work. And we stretch a dollar. We take 5 cents, and we do $5 worth of work.
We do.
So I say literally just donate and fund us, and then go to the website and volunteer with us. Like, we have initiatives and community events, always looking for volunteers, and we take volunteers from the youngest to the oldest. Actually, our community event, we had one child in a stroller, and we had an 85-year-old woman. So we really know how to utilize our volunteers. Everybody brings strengths and gifts that we can utilize. Yeah, I would say that. Volunteer and donate to us.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
So Richard, what do you think is next for the future of the WHA?
Sure. As we're kind of saying throughout this chat here, there's some really inspiring work going on, but it's in the face of a real housing crisis, right? And this is a regional housing crisis. This is throughout New York. This is throughout our country, certainly in Westchester, and certainly here in our backyard in Mamaroneck. I don't think the public perception truly understands the scope of that crisis, that, about half of renters in the village of Mamaroneck are paying too much of their income in rent. I think we all know, home prices skyrocketing. The median home price in Mamaroneck is now in excess of $1 million. So I think there are still real challenges to come. A huge reason that Washingtonville aligned with West Hab in the first place was to have the capacity to create the housing that we need. That is still our number one goal, is to expand the affordable housing stock. That has been extremely challenging. It is extremely hard to find sites that work, to find community buy-in and support. And I think that's an ongoing challenge. A big part of what we do, in addition to the day-to-day services, is try to build a YIMBY community, a Yes in My Backyard community, through our partnership with the Mamaroneck Coalition of Affordable Housing. There's a huge push, and there's a huge coalition of the willing who want to see Mamaroneck be more affordable, for there to be more options for more people, and we hate to see our neighbors and friends priced out of our community.
Well, the Washingtonville Housing Alliance is celebrating 45 years this year, which is a milestone, actually. And we invite you to attend the Chamber's annual holiday party, where we honor milestones in the business community. You comes with 2 complimentary tickets, so Theresa, you can come with anyone you want.
It'll be Bertha.
I was
It'll be
gonna say-
Bertha.
All
It's
right,
a
so we
great
thank
night.
you
She won't
both.
pick me.
Thank you
Yes.
both for being on the show. To learn more or to get involved, visit washingtonville.org. Pretty simple.
Pretty
All right.
simple.
Thanks again.
Thank you so much.
We can always use more peacemakers in the village.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you for listening to our show, Business in the Village of Mamaroneck today. Great guests so far, Michael.
So far.
Jason Pinto from VOM Recreation Department, Theresa and Richard from the Washingtonville Alliance, and to round out the show, please welcome Chamber Board Member and our Government Liaison, Joe Mileto.
Joe is everybody claps there, says, hey, so we unveiled Welcome to Mamaroneck campaign at a recent Chamber barbecue. So what do you think inspired the Chamber and the village to prioritize beautification right now? And how did the idea for Welcome to Mamaroneck campaign come about?
So it's a real great story, Michael. The grassroots start, right? We sat around, I think many board members have discussed when you come into Mamaroneck, when you come off the highway, there's an old sign, there's no flowers, there's no plants, there's nothing that shows you there's this wonderful business community, this harbor, and the feel of the village of Mamaroneck. So we discussed it. I think we've discussed it after meetings and at events, and I think about this time last year we really began to get the ear of the village of Mamaroneck through multiple meetings, one-on-ones. We had some town hall type meetings with residents and a lot of our commercial members of the Chamber of Commerce, and through that conversation, when you talk, you learn things in common, right? And the village felt the same way. So the mayor and Kathleen Gill felt the same way about it. And about 2 to 3 months ago, we said, hey, can we do something together, a joint venture between the Chamber of Commerce and the village of Mamaroneck, and Welcome to Mamaroneck was born. So we are currently, we made the request at our annual barbecue, and we are currently raising funds from commercial businesses, residents, people who want to see a proper welcome to this wonderful community.
Well, you're a property management company, that's your business, and so you know the importance of curb appeal. And
Sure.
isn't there a story about you got to take care of the broken window and the lights that are out?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've had over 25 years of property management, development of shopping centers, and I've always been fascinated with small businesses and the larger chains as well, blending together, to serve everybody's needs. And when you come in and you see that there's a dingy sign, there isn't this grand welcome into this grand town, right? It's it opens your eyes a little bit. It says, wow, is this the right place to go dine? Is this the right place to shop? Am I safe here? And then when you come in, it's this great village, but I think we need to welcome our guests, right? We're treating it like a home. So we could have the most beautiful kitchen, the most beautiful design inside and construction by Murphy Brothers. But if we have the fence that's fallen off and overgrowth of grass, that's your first impression. And we want to make a great first impression to the people shopping in our community.
Yeah, I think they deserve it. What kinds of contributions or involvement are you hoping to see from the local businesses and residents as the campaign rolls out?
Well, I think as the last guest mentioned, they'll accept, any donation, but I'm really looking for our larger corporations to contribute. I've already discussed, had some talks with some of the banks, some of the larger chains. We have Starbucks in this community. We have Dunkin' in this community. We really want to reach out to everyone to contribute and come up with a great design and something high quality for the village.
Yeah, we have high hopes for this Welcome to Mamaroneck campaign. We think it's going to go beyond not only just beautification, but into maybe the repurposing of some of the buildings and the storefronts that we see that are going to need it in the years to come. So, I mean, look at the industrial area. It's going to need it. Anyways, Joe, you're the Chamber's government liaison. You're doing a fantastic job.
Yes,
How do you see yourself working with the village officials to ensure that this initiative aligns with the long-term plan that they have and the infrastructure goals they have for the village of Mamaroneck?
Well, we need success, right? So we're going to stay consistent. I think that's been the key to our success so far, that there's been regular meetings. And, you know, I was excited to hear we had a town hall setting with Sharon Torres, the village mayor, and she brought up a lot of points that we brought to the table. Now, we sat and had a meeting a few months back and discussed the parking, right? The beautification, the sidewalks, and all those matters. And those were items they brought up and addressed to our business community, to our members of our chamber. And to hear that we're in sync, I think that's going to provide the success. And we're looking for support from everybody. All ideas. We know this chamber loves to have a good fundraiser, and we know this chamber likes to have a good time as well. We're going to try to blend all of that together, raise funds, and improve the business district.
Sounds like a good time.
You know, there's no reason why the Village of Mamaroneck can't be the model for other communities, in both in Westchester and beyond, of like how you can go from wherever we think we were 5 years from now, 4 years ago when we had the flooding, and from Ida to just being one of those places we've got it all down as far as working together with the village. You know, housing, as our previous guests had talked about. You know, we're in a good spot right now, and thank you people like yourself, Joe. On the board, you know, making it happen. I want to thank you, Joe, as a board member of the Chamber of Commerce, you know, and always a great guest. And also the Washingtonville Alliance. Great to have Richard Nightingale and Theresa Colyar, Jason Pinto, and from the Village Rec, Vanessa Ritter from School of Rock, also a board member. Hey, Joe, stick around because we're going to close this episode 18 out. So Jennifer, what's happening in the VOM in August?
Well, we've got a bunch of things going on. We've got the August Drinks and Development Business Networking at a Chamber Establishment, 25 North on 974 East Boston Post Road on Tuesday, August 26th from 5 to 6:30, which is another in the series of Chamber 90-minute happy hours, a great way to meet other business professionals while supporting a Chamber member business. Buy your own, bring cash and make the bartender happy, bring a prospective Chamber member and make me happy. Not in August, but upcoming is our Chamber General Meeting breakfast. Nautilus Diner, September 4th, 8 a.m. Pre-register online. Taste of Mamaroneck, September 7th at the Kiwanis Classic Car Show. And please jot it down. December 11th, the annual holiday party at Nona Corolla. Please register online. It is always a blast.
Reader promotion, Joe.
Sure. Want to thank everyone for listening to our podcast. You can learn more at our website. Special thanks to LMC Media. Matt Sullivan is a great studio. If you're not using this particular studio and you do business in Mamaroneck, you're doing yourself a disservice. I added that, Mike.
Built by the Murphy brothers.
This podcast was recorded at their studio on the Avenue in Mamaroneck, New York. Visit lmcmedia.org to book your time in a state-of-the-art convenient location walkable from the Metro North Station to Mamaroneck Avenue. You can support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.
Thank you for listening. And if you'd like to be a guest on our show, make your request known to our VP, Jennifer O'Neill, and she'll see what she can do. She can't promise anything. All right, for more information on how you can join the chamber, go to our website, which is the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce, not the, MamaroneckChamberofCommerce.org. Our chamber slogan is,
keep it local.
Let's support each other's business. Thank you for being a member of the Chamber of Commerce in Mamaroneck. Our number one goal is to help your business succeed in the VOM. What can we do to support your business in 2025 and beyond?